Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another wonderful day today.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, guys. It's been pretty cold around here for us. The rabbits and everybody are doing good, though. Let me put my coffee down.
Yeah, even the wild rabbits are doing good.
I know, I was surprised. I came out here this morning, and there was 3 bunnies, wild bunnies, in the clover.
Yeah, eating it. And then last night, before I went to bed, I had to go run back into Thunderdome really quick and grab something. And I heard something like moving around in the woods. So I stood there, was waiting to see if I could see it. But you told me you saw the rabbits.
Yeah.
Before that. So I was like, oh, it's probably a rabbit.
We've had a family of bunnies that lives like back over here pretty much ever since we moved here.
Yeah.
For the most part, you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they live in the woods right there or if they live in the power lines clearing area over there. Because I've seen them like running up and down the road. You know, like we're leaving and we go across that open area, the field and stuff.
Yeah.
And
they'll be hanging out over there like rabbits do.
Yeah, running for their lives when you're driving by.
It's true. And if you guys seen our last video, we did make a nesting box for Miss Jessica. Hi, Jessica. And she loves it.
Yeah, she's been loafing in it. And
she loves it, yeah. She's been loafing in it, hanging out. We've caught her quite a few times in there, hanging out. Right, Jessica? She's like, where's my breakfast?
No, she's like, I don't.
She's like, I don't care about the nesting box right now. I want my breakfast.
Yeah.
But look, she spread all the straw. She spread all the straw around. She's been using it.
Yeah.
Not for baby bunnies yet, but...
I was reading on that video we posted yesterday, and people were saying we should move the box from closer to Roger and put it on the other side, because he'll spray. They were saying. And
I only put it over there because where her food was.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason why.
Yeah, I was just saying that's what people were saying. I haven't done any research. I'm just,
It's possible. It is possible. I can move it a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll do some more research. Hi, Miss Jessica. She's all round.
Yeah.
Are you all round? I know you want your breakfast. I know. Let me see here. Yep, she's been making a nest out of it. I put some straw in there not too long ago, not in the box, but just inside their enclosures, and she ate it all. Most of it.
She hasn't eaten any of that though.
No, and I was like, I didn't think they'd eat straw, but I seen her chomping on it for a little bit. But that's okay. Here, I'm gonna go grab them some food real quick.
Yeah, so we're on baby watch. I think we got what's today's the 11th, I think.
Yeah, we got a week.
Yeah, so we got like a week to go, roughly, before she has her babies. I seen they can go like 30, 31, or 32 days. So, obviously we're keeping an eye out and making sure when she does start ripping out her hair, we'll know that it's coming.
Yeah, her fur.
Yeah.
Hi, Snowball. What's up?
I mean, we mentioned about Snowball. I honestly, guys, I don't think she's got babies. I don't.
Snowball, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she does. The next time we try, because I'm going to wait till after Jessica is done, and then we'll try again. But I think we'll try Snowball again, just to see if maybe this go-around will be a little bit different. Because Snowball was supposed to be the one that has the first round of babies, but...
Well, that was only because Jessica was so tiny.
Yeah, tiny.
But now that we've mentioned this before, but now we realize she was spilling all her food.
Yeah, she wasn't getting enough to eat.
That's why she was so tiny. And ever since we fixed that problem, she's become a round ball.
Yeah, and now she's
all fat.
Now she's got babies.
She's all plump.
I know, you can't even ever tell that she was...
skinny.
Yeah.
She was an anorexic.
Yeah, she was a little tiny thing, but not so much anymore. And nobody's as big as Roger. He's the big manly bunny around here.
Yeah.
You see all those bunnies hopping around here? I wouldn't be surprised if they come over here and try to eat some of that food, you think?
On the ground?
Yeah, the wild bunnies.
They might.
I've never seen them over here. I usually see them, like Anthony said, over there eating the clover and in that backside over there.
Well, yeah, the clover obviously hasn't died.
No.
I thought it was gonna die off during the winter. Maybe it will still, but It hasn't died yet, and so I see them all the time, you know, having a buffet over there.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, this place still has green on it.
This is the hidden oasis.
Yeah. It's the mirage in the desert.
It's the mirage. Everybody, grab the whole family.
Yeah. Everybody come over. I know the greatest spot to get the best clover for the season, you know. Over here. Yeah, look at the chickens. They're ready. We did mention, guys, that we moved all the baby hens over to the main flock area. And everybody is still getting along and living in peace and harmony, like I mentioned. We haven't had any issues. They're very excited to get food. They have learned very quickly, just like all the other animals, feeding time around here. I look over here like yesterday, after we got done working for the day, I looked out on the back Thunderdome deck and I was looking over here, and there's so many chickens in our coop now. Like, you don't realize the vast, or you know, the big chunk of them until like they're gathered up here. I mean, look how many chickens are in there. I forget, I think there's, I want to say we added like 6, there was like 6 hens or something in that. Do you remember how many hens we moved?
I want to say like 7, 6 or 7.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to say it was like 6, maybe 7.
Gate, guys. Away from the gate. Well, see now too, there's more in here, so they're going crazy.
Yeah.
Like when it's feeding time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, well, they've learned very quickly. Oop, no. Oop.
See what I'm saying? Here. That's one of the babies.
Yeah, that's Miss Gray's baby.
That's why I tell them, get away from that gate.
Yeah. Oops.
No, Sylvia. No.
Nice save.
Hey, didn't you see those teeth over there?
Yeah, Sylvia was on it, man. She was like getting in her pounce,
Didn't you see those
stance.
Teeth? Those teeth, you don't want to deal with those teeth. I know, you're hungry. I get it. So I'm trying to get you guys away from the gate.
I know you gotta like throw it like way on the other side.
I gotta put it over here.
Yeah.
It's like I said, they act like it's, you know, like they don't get fed.
I know.
Here. There, you get first dibs.
So, yeah.
First dibs.
I'm gonna escape more often.
Okay, come on. Come on.
I think that was like the 3rd time that's ever happened to us.
Well, yeah, there was like 4 that escaped one time.
Yeah, and that was kind of a weird thing. Like me and Anthony were hanging out in the chicken coop, you know, feeding them by hand and like hanging out with the chickens. And something spooked them. I don't remember if it was like a cat or a dog or something. Spooked them, and they ran and like opened the gate because they were all up against the door right here, and we didn't have it locked because we were inside. And opened the gate, and like, yeah, 4 of them or something got out.
Yeah.
I think one of them like ran back in really quick. One of them took off, and it was like way over there behind like the rabbit hutches and stuff. We had to like corral it in here,
And I wish I could just let them free range.
Yeah.
But we can't because of the animals.
Man.
Yeah. Well, not so much the dogs anymore, it's the cats. I've thought about letting them free range just to see.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to test those waters and have some of them die.
Yeah.
You know, I just really don't.
No, I totally agree with you. Yeah, and actually, one time when the babies were in this coop, when they were in the grow out, one of them got out of it. When we opened it, it kind of like fell out. I don't mean like fell out, it like jumped for, you know, and got out. And actually Ghost caught it.
Yeah, had it in his mouth.
Had it in his mouth and everything. He didn't eat it, obviously. He didn't chomp on it. He, you know, picked it up very gently in his mouth. And, you know, we obviously got Ghost and grabbed the chicken and put it back in the cage, but just...
Yeah, I don't think Ghost knew what was going on.
No, I think he just seen it and was like, oh.
Watch out, man. Hey.
So, yep, here's all the men. Well, all the boys. They think they're men.
The teenagers.
Yeah, they're just dopey. They're just dopey boy teenagers. They just love to crow. That's what they do a lot. That's the first thing I hear every morning. I wake up and, you know, right, that's like the staple of having roosters around is because they crow in the mornings, right? But yeah, I'll get up in the morning and I'm getting ready for the day, and that's the first thing I hear is the roosters out here just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Of course, not right now. It's feasting time. That's all they care about. All they care about is eating all this delicious food.
And they eat it quick.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, geez.
Look at this guy. She's up on top there. I'm gonna stand right on top of it. This one right here, that one that's standing on top of the feeder, that's one of the baby ones, but she's so pretty. I think she's like one of the prettiest ones in there. Don't let them know that, but I think so. I have to think of a cool name for her. There's one in here that kind of looks like Speckles. If you guys remember Speckles, that was like Anthony's chicken. That was his chicken. There's one in there that looks like her, and I said we should name her Beaker. Because she kind of looks like Beaker. Because they got the beards going on. Those ladies do.
Oh, Beaker?
Yeah, Beaker.
Yeah.
I would show you guys, but she's, you know, eating, and that's all she cares about. Is that food. So I was saying we should name her Beaker. I don't really want to name her Speckles or Speckles Jr., you know. That might cause a bad omen or something, you know.
No Speckles Jr.
Nah, no Speckles.
That's all right, though.
Yeah, but she does look a lot like Speckles.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think, Speckles' baby.
Yeah, so her tradition lives on, which is really cool.
But with chickens, I can be completely wrong. They can have the exact same markings.
Yeah, and be from totally...
Be a completely different dad and mom, you know.
Yeah.
Especially like these white and true blues. They can do that, but...
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm thinking it's Speckles' baby.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Her tradition lives on, you know.
Yeah. Oh, man. So we do have some work finally to get done today.
Yes, and we're going to try and get as much done as we possibly can today because the weather is going to be taking a turn for the worst this next week.
Yeah, next week, well, this weekend, we're going to be frozen.
Yeah, so I don't know if some of you guys may not know this, but Sunday is somebody's birthday.
My birthday is on Sunday, and it's going to be 2 degrees.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, and with his birthday, he's getting an awesome present of really cold and snowy and ice weather. Don't you feel special?
I know, ever since we moved out here on my birthdays, that weekend or during the week, it's always, the weather has been really bad.
Yeah, that first year we were out here, the day of his birthday, that was our first like ice storm we ever experienced here in Arkansas. It happened on his birthday. And then now we're gonna experience, I think this is gonna be like our first snow/ice storm. Yeah. This year. Like we've had a little bit of snow, but I wouldn't say it's like the storms.
No, we had that one snow flurry.
Yeah.
And that's it so far.
Yeah.
So we've been very fortunate so far.
Yeah.
But this weekend, like I said, it's literally gonna be at least what they say, it's gonna be 2 degrees. 2.
Burr.
Okay.
That's all I hear. Burr.
And last year we had that Arctic blast and it was 0 degrees. 1 degree maybe.
Yeah.
And then with wind chill it was like -30.
Yeah, it was cold.
And so this weekend I think is gonna be the exact same thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be dripping our pipes just to be sure.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. Last year our well froze.
Yeah.
But we didn't have insulation all around it on the inside. We have that now. We had that last year once we fixed it, me and Gary.
Yeah.
We stuffed so much insulation inside there over the well, it never froze again. So I'm like...
Yeah, it just froze that
one time.
Yeah, and that was the very first storm of the year. So, and
that was when it was 1 degree.
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, we had just finished building the well house and stuff over there, and you know. I will say though, it's kind of different this year because last year and the last couple years, we've always had stuff we had to get done before the ice storm comes. Like we had to build that filter house before.
Well, that's why we built that thing kind of like slapped it together as fast as we could, because literally like that night the weather report came in and said that, you know, extreme weather all of a sudden. We're like, oh my God. Or that next day.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
We're like, oh no, we got to get this done.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, though, it's kind of nice. Like, this is actually, like, I think the first year where we're not like, oh,
Yeah.
we got stuff to do. We got to wrap this. We got to, you know,
hurry.
We got to build this really quick and insulate this really fast. So that's nice.
It is nice. Ghost and Mora.
They're playing.
Ghost. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Ghost is such a wimp. He's such a wimp, dude.
He is. So it sounded like he was out there getting murdered, but he wasn't. Ghost, he's a wimp. He's very much a wimp. Like, Moore and him were playing, and she didn't even bite him. She just was chasing him and like nipping at him, kind of, not even touching him. You know,
he's
like
acting like he's getting stabbed.
Yeah. Like,
you can just go to, like, you're gonna chase him. Like, I've done it where I'm playing with him and like I'm chasing after him, and he
and then does the butt scoot, you know.
Yeah, and he you know, it's like bro, you're bigger than all of them.
I know. He's a wimp.
What a big wimp.
It's the girls over there. They got him in check. That's what it is. It's mainly Jaina. But so yeah, nice storm coming on your birthday.
It's all right.
We are prepared for it, I think. But we do need to finish our project, because I think tomorrow is when like the weather's really gonna start to change. I think is what I said.
Yeah.
So we're trying to finish up some stuff before that comes, because we're probably not gonna be able to touch this for like 3 or 4 days after the storm.
I know, we've been trying to hurry up and get this animal pen built for such a long time, it seems like.
Yeah.
And then right when we start working on it, the weather says,
Yeah, we get like,
we're like, what?
Yeah, we'll get like one good day in, and we're like, yeah, okay, well, tomorrow we'll come back out here and we'll do this. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me check the weather really quick just to see. Sorry, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Yeah. All day. You know.
Yeah, and concrete, it sounds weird, but concrete and rain don't mix when you're trying to do it. Yeah. People say, oh, I've done concrete when it's been pouring outside. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to, because the water to concrete ratio is way off. Yeah, plus, you know, hold on a minute. I just want to set my coffee down really quick. I wanted to switch hands too. But when it's raining and stuff out here and it's been kind of chilly, like, I don't want to come out here and work in it. You know, and get all soaking wet. It's no fun. I don't like being wet and cold. I don't mind being cold, but I do mind being cold. I shouldn't say that, because I do, obviously. Look at me, I'm like super bundled up. I know, I just have a sweater on. I know. But we're gonna get started, guys. Yes, we're burning daylight. The sun's barely coming up, see? Right over there. Yep, we decided we were gonna get up and get right on it this morning. Yeah, well, we got a lot to do today. We got a lot of that to work on over there. And we did go around and kind of mess with the stuff because the wind and the water, and filled up kind of the holes. So we got some of that stuff we got to get done. Yeah. It's gonna be a fun time. So yeah, I'm excited. Yep. So stay safe, guys. Stay motivated. Hope you guys have a great day today, and we'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys.